everyone. My name is Marilee Burnett. I am your tarot reader here with the messages for the week of May 13th, 2024, which promises to be a pretty eventful week. We have lots of movement, lots of planets coming together and having big, important discussions. So I expect that there will be lots of movement and change in the cards. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting. And if you're new to tarot in general, you'll want to watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign, which of course is in astrology. That helps you get a really full picture for the week ahead. And if you're curious, go back and watch last week's for those same sun, moon, and rising signs and see if you're aligned with these messages. You can also go to my website, marileeburnett.com, book a session with me, or just go view all of my many free resources that are out there for you, including my monthly horoscopes, new moons, full moons, and my hypnosis series. If you really want to get connected to the energy of the signs, go check those out. All right, with that, we will start with Aries and move through Pisces, and be sure, like I said, to watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign so that you get a really good idea of the week ahead. So with that, Aries, well, of course, we have a big mover and shaker energy for you, Aries. You have the Tower card. So that is a week ahead for you where you are definitely getting pushed literally out of your comfort zone, right? This picture is of people falling out of their tower. We may see some significant leaders, right, that get pushed out if they happen to be Aries. The crown is falling off as you look at this picture. But in your own life, there is something where you are staying hidden, you're staying stuck, you're staying in your comfort zone. And this week is absolutely going to push us outside of our comfort zone. So Major Arcana card means the major energy for you, Aries. It's very significant and you don't want to try to hide from it. This is the number 16. That reduces to the number 7. And the 7 requires us to go within. So there's some time that you need to spend contemplating, what is it that you want to change this week? And then you need to make it happen. So I always suggest do something to connect to the energy of the card, something that matches its energy. So challenge yourself this week to do something outside of your comfort zone and then see how quickly the positive changes come in for you. Okay. Up next is Taurus. Taurus, you have the 3 of Pentacles. So instead of doing everything on your own this week, you are looking at the opportunity for you to connect with somebody who is an expert in your field. Now, this is somebody who could be helping you with a building project. Maybe you're buying a home, maybe you're remodeling homes, maybe that is your work, maybe you do real estate, but something about this mentor is important for you in your interactions this week, and they can really help you create some change, maybe create some breakthroughs. So it's the number 3 of Pentacles. This is something to do with your way of creatively making money, right? Pentacles are money, and it's earthy energy, which of course you're an earth sign and you're very comfortable with. So for you this week, in order to connect to this energy, in order to call in the changes that are supposed to be happening for you this week, you want to seek out the help of an expert. It could be a coach, could be somebody like me, somebody who is, again, an expert in your field. Don't try to go it alone this week. This is a week where you are meant to work with others in order to accomplish your goals. So keep me posted on how that's going to go, Taurus. Up next, we have Geminis. All right, Geminis, it looks like you need to get out of your head this week. Otherwise, you're going to end up stuck. You're going to end up miserable. And that is just not what's going to help you this week, right? You're Gemini, you're air sign, which of course the swords are. And you can get very caught up and stuck in your way of thinking. And there is something you got to break free from this week. You have to change the way you're thinking about particular outcomes, trying to make them match the vision that you have in your head, but that isn't necessarily the right vision for whatever problem or obstacle you are dealing with this week. Now, you have the number 8, the 8 of Swords. 8 is about your power, your strength, your leadership. So use your mind for good this week. Create the scenario that you want in your head, but then you have to detach from the outcome and release it to be fulfilled in the way that the universe knows is actually best for you. But if there's some place that you've been stuck, this is the week to help get yourself unstuck. And the fact that Mercury's finally leaving Aries, Gemini, which is your ruler, and moving into the sign of Taurus may be something that really helps you break out of this place where you feel very stuck since maybe last March. So I'm cheering for you, Gemini. Break free. Up next, we have Cancer. All right, Cancers. There is a heavy burden that you have been carrying. This is the 10 of Wands. This is being at the end of a significant workload. A lot of times wands are attached to the things that we're very passionate about, which can be everything to do with our work. It could be a romantic relationship. While the heavy lifting can weigh you down, the good news is that this is it. This is the final push. This is the end of whatever you've been dealing with it. Like it or not, you've just had to do some tough things this week. But the good news is when you do the work, that's when the rewards come in, right? The number 10 becomes the number 1. And that 1 and 0, that 0 being a complete reset, that 1 being a new beginning. So there is something, a new passion that will come in to fill the void from whatever this is that you had to release and whatever you had to complete. So hang in there, Cancers. Don't give up. This, like I said, you're finally at the end of whatever this burden is that you've been carrying, and great new opportunities are waiting on the other side. So go out, do something that you're passionate about this week. Not what somebody else is. Do something for just you, and let me know how it goes. Up next, we have Leo. Aw, Leos, you get the Sun card, which of course the Sun is your ruler. So this is a significant week ahead for you where you are feeling extremely successful. So that's exciting. You're in the spotlight. There is something about your goals, your achievements. Success is yours this week. So this is the Major Arcana card. This is the number 19. So it too is bringing in a new beginning. So wherever you've been working on these rewards, this recognition, this is like a long time coming. So congratulations, Leo. This is really exciting, positive energy for you this week. So what might you want to do, Leos? Well, literally, like this picture, get out in nature, connect with the sun, and help call in whatever this is. However, I don't think you're going to have to spend too much time calling it in. I think it's showing up in a really big way for you. So let it in. Go out, have fun, be childlike, enjoy the moment, and celebrate yourself. And I can't wait to hear what this is for you, Leos. Up next, we have Virgo. All right, Virgos, You have a loving new beginning, perhaps a new relationship that is showing up for you, or connection to something that you love if it's not a relationship. Now, the aces bring new beginnings. It's the energy of the number one, which I'm seeing a lot of that in the last few cards. And just like this picture shows, it is like the hand of God. Whatever this is that's being handed to you this week, you have to be open to receive it. So you've got to make sure you're opening your heart this week. And I know you like to be practical and you like to have the facts, but that's not what this is. This is you having to be connected to your feelings and your emotions. So Virgos, you want to do something this week, something new that you love, expressing your feelings maybe to somebody you love. And again, being open to receiving love that is being handed to you and gifted to you. So what an exciting week ahead. You can do things like working with crystals like the rose quartz, like the green aventurine. Those both open your heart chakra. So you can work on opening your heart chakra this week to invite this new love opportunity in as well. So it'll be very interesting considering Monday, Saturn and Venus are speaking together. Venus rules love and money, and could bring some kind of a serious commitment. If it's not love, it could be some kind of a new job opportunity. So keep me posted, Virgos. Up next, we have Libra. All right, Libras, you have the Seven of Cups. So it looks like you have a lot of choices in front of you, and you're going to be needing to make some decision about which choice is best for you. So literally, since this is cups and this is your emotions, instead of being deceived by all the flashiness that shows up in some of these cups, or afraid, right, by some of the doom and gloom pictures as well, you gotta close your eyes, connect your intuition, and from that place, make your choice. It's an emotional decision. It's not one that you can make in your head. It's not one you can make with your eyes either. It's something you really have to connect with internally. That number 7 is about going within. So I would say to connect with this, you need some time alone to facilitate the connection, to open yourself to guidance. You need to get quiet and do some meditation. You could go and listen to any of my hypnosis recordings, but get in a quiet place, and from that place you need to make your choice this week. Okay, Libras, keep me posted. Up next we have Scorpios. All right. So another 7 card, if you were just watching Libra, we are still continuing the energy of the 7, but you Scorpios, 7 of Swords is not the happiest card, right? Swords, again, have to do with difficult conversations, and this card usually shows somebody around us who is being a bit deceitful. And just please make sure that isn't you, because you will not get away with it this week. So don't even try. But you do need to remain aware, right? When I look at this picture, which a lot of people depict this way for the 7 of Swords in their decks, this person thinks they're getting away, right? But what they're leaving behind is evidence. And that's what I always see as those 2 remaining swords, is there's evidence of what is going on. And that's where you want to put your focus and attention on what's still left for you to see, and not maybe what's been hidden from view because somebody snuck in and took that away from you. So you got to go within again this week and trust yourself, and not the fancy words that other people use, not the things that they say that, are what you want to hear either, right? You have to trust yourself and listen to yourself this week in order to not get caught up in whatever this person or this group is doing to try to deceive you. So Might be a little bit of a harsh reality, but you're going to save yourself a lot of heartache in the long run if you don't get swept up into whatever this is. So be honest with yourself this week, and maybe be honest with somebody else this week as well, to help you get through this situation without too much damage. And keep me posted, Scorpios. Up next, we have Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, you have the Eight of Wands. So that means this week things are going to be moving very swiftly for you. That energy can sometimes be about actual travel, or it can be about actual things that you're passionate about in your life that are suddenly moving in a new direction. The direction's forward, so that's good news. Whatever this is about, it is about moving you forward. And of course, with your symbol of the bow and arrow and the centaur, you match this energy, right? It is what you like. You like a lot of action, a lot of forward movement, a lot of passion and fun. This is fire energy. You are a fire sign. So you want to connect to this in a way where you are moving forward in some way, in something that you are doing. It's maybe about no longer looking back, but focusing on the future. So do something this week that's future oriented, or plan a trip, even if it's a short day trip, and get yourself moving forward. You could be exercising, but you got to create that energy and that heat this week in order to connect with this, and then have this amazing new opportunity present itself that's going to help you move forward. This energy, the 8, leadership, right? Power. We're in an 8-year. So it's an incredibly powerful week for you ahead, Sagittarius. Definitely keep me posted. I would love to hear what this is for you. Up next, we have Capricorn. I love how the cards are really matching the energy this week for the signs. So you have the 8 of Pentacles. And Pentacles, of course, are an earth sign. Capricorn, of course, is an earth sign. And it's about work and focusing on the details this week in the work that you do, perfecting your craft. For some, that could be enrolling in some kind of school or study. And for others, this is a reminder that whatever it is you're producing for your work, your company, yourself, you might need to slow down and take a closer look to make sure that you've got, the final finishing touches just the way you want them. This is especially true if you're an entrepreneur with that energy of the 8. That speaks very loudly to somebody who is large and in charge of the money that they make. So very interesting. So I would do that specifically. Take a look at whatever it is you're working on this week and do it in a way that is methodical, right? Even if you swear you've looked at this thing 50 times, I want you to look at it 51 times this week. And as you're willing to slow down and connect to the details, that's where the rewards can show up for you. So keep me posted on that, Capricorns. And next we have Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. 4 of Pentacles, so an earth sign that is all to do with your finances. And you want to just make sure you're not being a little too guarded, a little too stingy, because when we present ourselves as worried about the money situation, then we just attract in more things to be worried about. But it is a great week to do things like create your budget, to create a new foundation, which is the number 4, a new structure for yourself financially. Maybe you're going to review your investments, but you want to do something where you're being, very responsible as far as your money goes this week. But that isn't the same as being guarded or fearful or lack. So pay attention to that. Now, the thing that shows that you're not fearful about money is doing something like making a donation, helping somebody else, and not worrying about the money situation that you're currently in. So it doesn't have to be huge amounts, right? But every little bit that you do to help other people will come back to you tenfold. So consider that this week, Aquarius, and then watch how your abundance improves and your financial opportunities improve this week as well. So do something good for someone else and watch this new, stronger foundation for you really sink in, right? It's going to be concrete and rebar, and then you're going to be set for the future. So keep me posted on that, Aquarius. And last up, we have Pisces. So, Six of Pentacles, so another discussion involving money this week. So that can show us that this is a big topic across the board for everybody this week as well. But that Six of Pentacles is about needing to restore balance in your finances. So whatever end of the scale that you've been on, right? Are you in the place where you've been receiving help from other people and now it's time for you to in turn help them? Or have you been helping people too much and now you're at a point where it's time for you to start receiving? That's the message of the Six of Pentacles. It's about restoring balance in your life from a financial perspective. So you have to weigh the scales, right? If you're giving too much, that is a sign of codependency, right? If I feel like I have to help and save and rescue everybody and solve their problems for them, that is very unhealthy. And that would be a sign for you this week to make some significant changes, because people become handicapped when we don't teach them how to help themselves. And you can't teach somebody something that they don't ask to be taught. So you have some soul searching to do as far as how you're valuing yourself this week, and make some changes if those changes are needed. And again, allow yourself to receive, Pisces. I know you're very, very good at wanting to help other people heal, but maybe it's time you healed yourself. All right. Interesting week as always. So I'm super curious to see how the weeks go for you. Always send me your comments and your feedback because I truly love hearing them. And I really think this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful week of energy as it helps us move forward into a pretty magical full moon in Sagittarius, and that's what next week's cards will be about. So make sure you come back, make sure you bookmark, save this video, and check in with it. Come back and see the messages. Look at it from the different perspective of your sun, moon, and rising signs. The rising sign is usually the things that will show up in our day-to-day life that we can physically connect to and see. The moon sign is like our emotional experience for the week. And then, the sun sign is your ego self. So you and your close friends will see those experiences, but not necessarily everybody else around you. So it can be really intriguing if you start journaling your weeks and comparing them to the cards. And of course, if you're tuned in, then you'll have a better experience as well. So join with the energy this week. Keep me posted on how the week goes, and I'll meet you right back here next week. Have a great one. And I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Go check out the Astro lesson also on my YouTube channel to see the full week broken down day by day. Take care.